Rahul Gandhi is upping the ante with his vote chori campaign, describing it now as a fight to protect democracy. Now, despite the Election Commission rejecting his claims of voter deletions in Karnataka, the leader of opposition says that he stands by his allegations, and now he's making it personal with India's youth, in fact. Posting on X, Rahul Gandhi wrote, and I quote him here, "The nation's youth, the nation's students and the nation's Gen Z will defend the constitution, protect democracy and stop vote theft. I always stand with them." Now, that earlier declaration of voter deletion had sparked a storm in the country, with the Election Commission calling Rahul Gandhi's claims of voter deletions as incorrect and baseless. In fact, Congress leader earlier shared what he called as a proof of votes being systematically deleted in Karnataka and elsewhere as well, while adding that EC is aiding vote tampering. Again, I quote him here, he said, "I'm going to show the youth, the people, proof that is black and white, absolutely clear that Chief Election Commissioner of India is protecting people who have destroyed Indian democracy." He also said, "I will show you the methods by which votes are added, deleted, and also show you how it is done." Let's listen in to some of those reactions.
It has become a habit of Shri Rahul Gandhi to make incorrect and baseless allegations. और बार बार आरोप लगाने के बाद माफी मांगने का काम और कोर्ट से फटकार खाने का काम राहुल गांधी जी का हो गया है। आप देखिए, राफेल हो, चौकीदार चोर हो, या फिर सावरकर जी या आरएसएस की बात, या फिर पेगासस के मामले, इन सब पे इनको फटकार ही लगी है। कई बार कोर्ट में माफी मांगनी पड़ी। तो कीचड़ उछालो और भाग जाओ, हिट एंड रन के मामले राहुल गांधी जी के कई हैं। आज की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में हाइड्रोजन बम फोड़ने वाले थे, फुलझड़ी से काम चलाना पड़ा, वो भी फुस हो गई। क्या हो गया? इलेक्शन कमीशन ने बड़ा स्पष्ट कहा है कि नो डिलीशन ऑफ एनी वोट कैन बी डन ऑनलाइन बाय एनी मेंबर ऑफ पब्लिक। ऑनलाइन किसी भी वोट को नहीं काटा जा सकता, और नो डिलीशन कैन टेक प्लेस विदाउट गिविंग एन अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ बीइंग हर्ड टू द अफेक्टेड पर्सन। तो बगैर किसी की बात सुने उसका वोट नहीं काटते, उस पर निर्णय नहीं करते। 2023 में
Everybody should watch his press conference because you should understand what is happening in our country and how the EC is colluding to destroy the electoral process and to challenge democracy in our country. We all need to fight for democracy, we need to fight for our constitution, we need to fight for our country.
The fact is that the FIR was lodged by the Election Commission because our candidate forced them to, cornered them to. The fact is that despite the FIR, the Election Commission of India is not cooperating with the CID of Karnataka. The fact of the matter is that the CID of Karnataka has petitioned 18 times reminding the Election Commission to give us the data. But the Election Commission has not responded. Fact of the matter is that Gyanesh Kumar Gupta is hand in glove with the thieves of votes. Despite that, if we are raising an issue, shows that our commitment is to ensure that the integrity of the electoral process is restored. Whether we win or lose is not the issue. The issue is electoral democracy should not lose.
But even as the Karnataka Chief Electoral Officer responded to Congress MP's claims of vote fraud in Aland constituency, stating that the poll body had already rejected all incorrect applications and an FIR has also been filed in the matter in 2023, the larger question, viewers, is why exactly is Rahul Gandhi signaling and what is he signaling? Why is he turning to Gen Z, India's youngest and most restless demographic, as the defenders of democracy? And also, what are the implications if they do mobilize? Because we have already seen examples from Bangladesh's street protests that toppled a government, to Nepal's massive Gen Z-led demonstrations against social media ban, to in fact Sri Lanka's youth storming the presidential palace amid an economic collapse. So could Rahul Gandhi's words push India's youth in a similar direction, or is this simply political messaging aimed at energizing the next generation of voters? What does RG's Gen Z card now mean for Indian politics? And well, we'll have to wait and see how that pans out.